working on his level 2 pathway for dynamic leadership is Rashim. He's going to talk about his leadership style based on his diagnosis that he received back in 2015. Here is his speech titled, My Leadership Superpower. Please welcome Rashim Stewart.
That's gotta be the weirdest handshake I ever did. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Are you timing this?
I am timing it. Let's go.
All right, Ina, I'm ready to go. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Today, I want to talk about something powerful that is often misunderstood. Autistic leadership. Yes, let me say that again. Autistic leadership. Just like Gloria mentioned in the introduction, I was diagnosed with autism in January of 2015. So that's nearly 11 and a half years ago. Now, at the time when I found out I was autistic, I was like, I kind of had an idea, but I was also one of those like, oh man, why now? Now I got another thing to put on my plate. No more meat and potatoes, no pun intended, but no. This is something that I have to deal with. So for a little while at the very beginning, I was struggling to see how can I incorporate this in my life and embrace it. Then one day, recently, when I was preparing for the speech tonight, I had a really good friend I know for 40 years. I know this guy from first grade, so he has a long time knowing somebody. And he said, you realize 11 years ago you was given a superpower. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Am I like Superman? No, I don't have that. I'm not a superhero. I wish I was, but I said, no. He said, think about it. You have skills and sets that could become a superpower if you really just take time to think about it. So that was the inspiration of tonight's speech, by the way. So that's kind of the idea I came up with the speech. So yes, autistic leadership is a superpower. But we always have a misconception of leadership. Leadership is always thinking you have to be the loudest, or you have to be the smartest, or you can just command a room when you come in. No, it's not just about that. Leadership is not being the loudest. Leadership is about impact, lasting impact to be more specific. One of my greatest strengths as an autistic leader is having integrity. Yes, what does that mean, integrity? That means you say what you say you're gonna do and do it. Pretty much walk the walk, not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. And one of the things my job has really appreciated me since I've been doing this for like 5 months now, by doing like testing, scanning for an AI company, they appreciate that I always kept my word. If I said I'm gonna be here at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm there by 8 o'clock in the morning. Like today I had to be here by 7:15, I was there at 7:17, that was not my fault, that was the bus's fault, but that's not mine. But normally I'm on time. I do the tasks I said I'm gonna do today, which is some scanning, some computer entry, some test walking for a new metal detector, and I did it all and still have 5 minutes to spare. Don't ask me how I pulled that off, but it worked out. And that type of integrity builds trust. And I'm like, wait, you're just an employee. It's like, yeah, but they see leadership skills. I get complimented like my bosses, like, we appreciate your integrity. We appreciate the fact that you're trustworthy, that we don't have to worry about your work. We can rely on you to say, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. That's why they give me more and more responsibilities now. Personally, I think it's a little too much, but that's okay. I'm dealing with it. Sometimes I thrive with that much trust, and I appreciate that. And another one of my strengths is I'm very analytical. What that means is I'm very good with details. I'm very detail oriented. Now I was in the Navy back in the days. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I couldn't swim when I picked the Navy, so think for that oxymoron for a moment. But anyway, when you're in the Navy or any type of military thing that has a structure, so meaning, for example, your wake up is 0400, that's 4 a.m. in the morning. By 5 a.m. you're going to breakfast. By 6 a.m. you got physical training. By 8 o'clock you got a class. By 10 o'clock, your sergeant's gonna beat you up and do more physical training. But it has a type of structure on top of it. It's a set schedule. You do this, this, and this at this time. And one thing I like about the place I'm working at now, they got to the point they let me do my structure. So at 8:30, I start my scans. From 8:30 to 11, I do my scans. From 11 to 12, I have my lunch break and I do my walks to help with the testing. And from 12 to 4, I do data entry, more scanning, a little kissing up to the boss, and then I go home. Not necessarily in that order, but that's more normal my typical day. So they like the fact that helps because it shows that I can keep a schedule, and again, back with the trust, they trust I can keep the schedule. And also being detail-oriented, I can recognize patterns. When you do enough scanning and you see the same thing over again, in case the AI, and yes, AI do make mistakes, and they don't catch something, my good eyes can see, oh wait, you didn't catch that weapon, or you didn't catch this non-weapon. And they see that in the report, and they truly appreciate that. Another strength of my autistic superpower is my fairness and kindness. I always try to treat people with kindness. I don't know if you know what the golden rule is. Treat others how you want to be treated. That's the golden rule. So when I try to treat people fairly, kindly, honestly, people appreciate that. Now, do you always get it back in return? No, but I still do to the best of my ability to treat people with fairness, to treat people with a kind heart, to treat people with respect. And sometimes I even go out of my way to help people, even especially people I don't get along with at work, but I still want to say, hey, I'm here for a helping hand. Because people will remember that too. Because it's not always the way, it's not always about how you talk to people. People more remember how you treat people. So the more you treat people, the way you treat people with kindness, people will remember that and they'll be stored in the back of their mind. So for one day, in case they want to ask you for help again, they will remember, oh yes, you can rely on the machine for help. Now, I know that everybody remember Dolly Parton, the country singer, now the 9 to 5 singer. She said a very interesting quote, which I thought was very good. If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do well, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. Oh, you can put it the way John Maxwell says, a leader knows the way, shows the way, and ultimately goes that way. So tonight, I want you guys to think about, what is your superpower? Is it treating people kindly? Is it structure? Is it being a great boss? Is it just leading the groups and galvanizing them? Is it teaching people how to do something? But whatever it is, think about what your superpower is, so you can help people and help others to succeed. And I want to leave you with this question to think about. How much greater could your workplace, your community, and even this club can become if we truly embrace our leadership superpower? Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.